Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the bench warmers going up against the Blazers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the hill today, Christopher Sanchez.
For the bench warmers,
he has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Yandy Diaz now.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Out towards left center. Chourio on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And strike 2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And on the hill, the lefty, Matt Strom. What do we need to know here?
For the Blazers,
well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Jason Chourio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. On the ground to short. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And a swing and a miss. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
That's a ball.
Just missed. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
We got a full
1
count.
out, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. That to right. Reynolds makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
Sanchez back to work. Into center. Chourio coming on. Dives, and he can't hang on. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And he swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Here's Shohei Ohtani. First pitch misses.
Now pitching.
Pitching change here.
Harvey
Bobby Milner.
Milner.
And a big swing and a miss. Second inning here. No score. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Mark Vientos. Grounds 1 to short. Oh, nice play to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
Oh, he can't hang on. still able to fire over, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing at a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back there. Gone. He circles the bases, and they lead it. It's 2-0. Next to hit, Gary Sheffield. He swings and fouls one off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Now pitching, Max Kranitz.
1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Reynolds on the run. And there's one away. So digging in, Isaac Paredes. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Up and in, ball one. Just missed.
That's down.
Still only one out here in the inning. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing at a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now two aboard.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Anthony puts it away for the out. And there's two down. So the lineup flips over. Jason Chourio getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. The relay in there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. One run across. Now 2 runs score. Tag, but he's in there.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Hit in the air, right field. Reynolds puts it away, and that's the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. Brian Reynolds here.
Right fielder, Brian Reynolds.
And that's outside. Ball one.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact,
now
righty reliever out of the pen, Alex Lang.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Roman
and now the center fielder, Roman Anthony. Going to one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
On the ground, and it's through for a hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Yandy Diaz. And a foul ball. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Fought off foul. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. 1 run is in. The throw in. He's in there. It's 5-2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Man at second. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And now just a 2-run deficit. 1 gone, runner at first.
Now pitching, Dauri Moreta.
Here's a rocket to right field, and it's caught for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Struck out on just
runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. Holiday stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that down.
Runner goes again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Moreta is just 1 strike away.
1-2.
Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Tying run at the plate. Just misses with that one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Cardinals.
Just a little bit away from first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, number 70.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jason Chourio leading things off and takes a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Tatis, only 20 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The other way, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. Not in time. He's safe.
Batting third, the first baseman, Gil
Hodges. Now at the plate.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Swing and a foul out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Castellanos swings and lifts a high fly ball. Deep left field and gone. He jacks that one out to left. It's their second home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Sandlin.
And here is Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Now a fly ball to right center. And makes the grab. 1 away. So up next, Gary Sheffield. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Isaac Paredes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Beltran makes his way towards it. And that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Jameson Taillon. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And that's a fair ball.
Wastes no time there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Kyle Schwarber in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Pitches in there, and the count is 3-1. That one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the move. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner on the go again. And no thought of testing that arm in right. Despite the runner moving on the pitch, it's now first and second. Mitch Garver up to hit here. Strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here is Moncada. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Two on, one out. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Now pitching, Jake Bird.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Paredes coming home. He'll score. Sheffield fires it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Just missed. That's in there, and it's 2-1. Hit in the air, left field. Sheffield ranging after it. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's 4-2. Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate. And that misses. 1-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And they tie it up. It's 4-4. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. And the first offering is not close.
Now pitching, Jeff.
Tied at 4. Hit hard on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. Top of the second.
Leading
now it's the
Blazers,
DH, Luis Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Sandlin back to work.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Out there to center. He's under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. So up next, Ripken Reyes.
The third baseman, number 13, Ripken Reyes.
And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Jason Chourio will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And now the count is even. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Chourio leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball 1.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one popped up. And it falls. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Now here is Gil Hodges. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Now pitching, Yadiel Nunez.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Runner on the go.
3-2.
Throw. Save. Runner at second. 2 down. Hard hit left side. DeYoung throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy Jimenez.
On the ground right side, Hodges. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's the center fielder.
Good arm run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out and makes the play. And here's the first baseman, Isaac Paredes. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Chopper to second. Paredes tosses to first, and talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Outside, and it's 1-0. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So digging in, Gary Sheffield. He's 0 for 1.
Sheffield.
And he takes a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 2 gone now. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Well struck left field. It's a bomb. He'll touch them all. It's 7-4. Base is empty with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Luis Gonzalez. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Solid swing. From start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Nabs it, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now.
Now pitching.
Clips the corner, and the
Ryan
count's even at 2.
King.
And down on strikes he goes. One gone here. Here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one the other way. Man at first. And now Yoan Moncada. And takes low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. Marcelo Meyer getting ready to hit. That clips the corner. Well,
all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one fouled off. One out. Runners at first and second. That's outside.
Nope, outside.
And the count 1-2. Tying run at the plate. And a ball evens the count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one missing inside. Runners on the move. Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at third.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel.
Now pitching. Emilio.
Digging in,
DeJong.
Paul DeJong. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a strike in there.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And just misses with that one. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a base hit on a line. One runs in. A second scores as well. And it's a 1-run game.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
In the air, center field. Churio settles under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. All square at 7. Eloy Jimenez now.
Productive at bat for sure right there. Nice sac fly.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. Ball game. Eloy Jimenez leaves the yard. And 9-7. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Philadelphia going up against Atlanta. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go and towing the slab, Jose Barrios.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Okay, all set to go. And now Corbin Carroll. Slap the other way, foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a...
Tatis in plenty of time to first. One out in the top of the first. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Jordan Westburg. That's to third, and that one handled. Whips it across. That's it out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. 2 outs. Runner on first. Max Clark now at the plate. In the air, right side. And that is that. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting this one, Braxton Garrett.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Chourio.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And fouled off. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Marte fires across the diamond. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Late swing, fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That's inside.
That's in, ball.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Laser, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Runner.
Tatis runs. Pitch is high. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A towering shot. It's 2-1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Castellanos getting the start in right. 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Inside,
no strike.
And that is ball one. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now, Logan O'Hoppe.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Altuve makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Carlos Beltran. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Berrios back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
0-2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Paredes sizes this one up, brings it in, and there's one down. Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
Batting it, the left fielder, number 4, Ralph Kiner.
Colby Milner gets the call from the pen.
Colby Milner.
And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Leading off, Isaac Paredes.
Paredes.
Up the middle, Marte. On to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting it.
So now here's the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Ripken Reyes. Urshela, a swing and a line drive at a right field. Carroll brings it in for the third out. On to the third inning. This is Corbin Carroll.
The right fielder.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swing and a high fly ball left field, and there's one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes ball one. Late swing, fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Altuve swings and connects deep to left. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So they're down to their final out. Jordan Westburg will hit next.
Jordan Westburg.
First pitch misses.
Now pitching.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot. Ronnie Enriquez.
And I can't imagine any save.
Swing and a chopper out to short. And he'll be safe at first. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Dauri Moreta.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Reyes. And that is the ball game.
Pretty fun 3-inning game. They got some runs on the board, but kept things close.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and towing the slab, Brendan Little. What do we have on him?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different off rates. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2 is the count.
Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. The 2-1. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Hoskins makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting third.
And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Smith. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 8, Nick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Out to short. Fires over to first. And Castellanos is out. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Clay Holmes.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Fought off foul. Holmes in his 7th season, 31 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2011.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 0-2 now. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the center fielder.
So up next, Carlos Beltran. That one fouled off. On the ground, right side. Paredes throws to first in time. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Line drive. And it goes just foul. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Second inning set to go. And now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe.
Now pitching.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, could be 2. Smith over to second, on to Hoskins. Double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And that one pulled foul. No score here in the second. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hernandez makes the catch, inning over. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Holmes back to work. Line to left. Reaching down and makes the grab. Cam Smith digs in now.
Smith.
He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just
now
Emilio Pagan will take over here.
Pagan.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Smith stands at first with 1 out. This one lifted in the air, left field. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Rhys Hoskins swings through it for strike 1. Strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Swing and a chopper. Tatis handles that chance. Slings it across. That's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Luis Gonzalez. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Holiday on the move. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
13, Ripken Reyes.
The other way. Down the line, and it's foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Now pitching. Goose Gossage.
In the air out to center. Beltran coming on. Makes the grab. 2 away down. And now the center fielder, Jason Chourio.
Now batting.
Led off this game with a double.
Jason Chourio.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Chop to third, and that's just foul. Top of the third, no score. Runner takes off. Fastball at the letters, frozen. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Swinging a foul out of play. High in the air, out to right. Castellanos. And out number one on the grab. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Koss.
Christian Koss.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the catcher to hit, Agustin Ramirez. That one the other way. Slings to first. That's the third out. And we're start of the fourth. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Dives and keeps it on the infield. Oh, a great flip. Oh. And very nicely done for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, you can't offer at that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
No balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He circles the bases. It's 2-0. Now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe. Just off the inside edge. Gossage goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Sheffield now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Two outs, runner at first. Stepping in, Isaac Paredes. And a foul ball. Foul ball. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Now 2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to Hoskins. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Ready to go, bottom 4. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Brian King on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Late swing, fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Got him looking. And they're down to their last out. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jeremy Pena. First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And here in extra innings. On the ground to third. On to first.
He's out.
Ball game. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.